The FDOT District 6 Planning Office provides support and oversight to the Miami-Dade TPO as it develops transportation plans addressing local priorities in Miami-Dade County. The Planning Office relies on the support of several district partners to bring these deliverables to fruition. In previous years, we've recognized your assistance in developing these quality deliverables with an in-person breakfast and reflection on our collective accomplishments. This year, while we experience our new normal, your input and collaboration shall not go unnoticed. We invite you to relive with us the achievements of the past fiscal year. We take this opportunity to express our heartfelt thanks, letting you know that we couldn't have done it without you. Since January of 2019, the District 6 Planning and Modal Offices have held weekly coordination meetings with the TPO to facilitate ongoing communication, coordinating responses, and noting the progress on critical items. With these meetings, the turnaround time for invoices, amendments, reviews, and other critical issues have been reduced, thereby improving the coordination between partnering agencies. Each month, FDOT's Office of Policy Planning hosts a Metropolitan Planning Partners Coordination meeting. This gives an opportunity for the district MPO liaisons to share any inquiries they may have and receive updates as well as training, while exploring best practices and lessons learned from the Policy Planning Office and each other. The annual certification of the TPO was completed well in advance of the June due date. Special thanks to Director Danny Iglesias for his leadership helping streamline the efforts of the district team in collaborating with the TPO staff and executive director to successfully complete this effort in May. Several district offices, including the Modal Development, Work Program, and Local Agency Program offices, participated in this process. Through participation on several committees, meetings, and document reviews, our district partners helped the TPO develop the 2045 Long-Range Transportation Plan that was approved by the TPO Board in September of 2019. The LRTP looks at the major projects as well as initiatives to address the transportation needs of Miami-Dade County for the next 25 years. The Work Program Office assisted the Planning Office in this process. The LRTP will be updated again in the next 5 years. As required by the Florida statute, every year, the TPO develops a list of priority projects based on projects prioritized in the LRTP. Last year, the Miami-Dade TPO prepared this list for the fiscal year 2021 to 2025 TIP development cycle, which included project proposals from the TIP committee members, county departments, and local municipalities. After the list of priority projects was transmitted to FDOT for processing, the District Work Program, project managers, modal development, lab offices, and district planning staff coordinated with the TPO to ensure appropriate funding for the list of projects based on funding availability. Funding was allocated, allowing the list of priority projects to be processed and transmitted to the TPO in October 2019. The Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP, defines the prioritized listing of transportation projects for the next 5 years. The District Planning Office, along with their consultants, work with the Work Program, the District Project Managers, the Modal Development, and Lab offices to provide the TPO with FDOT project information to be included in the photo book of FDOT major projects for the Interactip, which is an online interactive version of the TIP, the Citizens Tip, a user-friendly pictorial condensed version of the TIP, and finally, the Full TIP, which lists project details including funding and performance measures information. The TIP was approved by the TPO Board in May 2020. The Unified Planning Work Program, or UPWP, is the TPO's Transportation Planning Work Program. It identifies the planning budget and the tasks the TPO will perform over the next 2 fiscal years. The UPWP was updated this year for fiscal years 2021 and 2022. The District Planning Office provided guidance and multiple reviews during the development of the draft and the final UPWP, utilizing the checklist provided by the Office of Policy Planning. This included a cost analysis certification to confirm the line items budgeted were allowable, reasonable, and necessary, with an ultimate recommendation of the UPWP for approval by federal funding agencies. The Work Program Office collaborated and assisted the Planning Office with funds programming and authorizations for this document. The Financial Services Unit assisted and provided guidance on the decommitment of the obligated funds encumbrances, and closeout. The UPWP was approved by the TPO Board in April 2020. In any given month, the department receives numerous inquiries or correspondences from various stakeholders, which require a timely response. This may include formal correspondences from elected officials and TPO board members, as well as the executive director. The Planning Office coordinated with several district departments in formulating responses for district leadership, including the district secretary and district directors for their review and signature. This past year, a SharePoint website was implemented with the help from the District Office of Information Technology to facilitate the tracking and ease of access to these correspondences. Regional collaboration in the planning process continued to be an important activity during the recently completed fiscal year. The District Planning Office worked to ensure funding was in place for the development of the Southeast Regional Planning Model, version 8, a major collaboration within the Tri-County region. A memorandum of understanding between the Miami-Dade TPO, Broward MPO, the Palm Beach TPA, and FDOT Districts 4 and 6 was executed. During this year's UPWP development, collaboration between the partnering agencies and the Federal Highway Administration was critical to ensure the federal funds for the regional effort were being reflected accurately across all three MPO's UPWPs. Several district offices, including the Modal Development, Work Program, Production and Traffic Operation offices, participated in these collaborations. The Efficient Transportation Decision-Making Process, known as ETDM, allows the potential environmental impacts from transportation projects to be considered early in their development. It helps the project managers develop scopes of service for the PD&E phase of projects. During the past fiscal year, the District 6 Planning Office and its consultants coordinated with the District Environmental Office, District Project Managers, and the Scoping Team to screen 7 projects. All 3 segments for the upcoming I-95 PD&E studies were among the 7 projects screened. Planning consistency is critical in the planning process and requires that the LRTP, TIP, STIP, and the environmental documents all reflect consistent project descriptions and information before a given project can receive federal approval. The District Planning Office worked with the District Project Managers, the District Environmental Office and their consultants, the Work Program Office, and the TPO to ensure planning consistency was met on several projects for the recently ended fiscal year. Among the projects that required planning consistency coordination were the Northwest 79th Street and Tamiami Trail projects. The District 6 Planning Office, working with the District 6 Modal Development and Right-of-Way offices with special involvement from the District 4 Planning Office, helped facilitate the TPO's move from their downtown Government Center office to their new office location on Flagler Street. This was a fast-paced effort requiring a quick turnaround time. The department was heavily involved in reviewing several aspects of the lease agreement and fee estimates relating to the move to ensure all related costs and activities complied with federal and state requirements. Throughout the year, several scopes of work were submitted by the TPO to FDOT for review. The District Planning Office garnered input from other district offices to provide valuable feedback to enhance the ongoing efforts of the TPO. Among the scopes reviewed were the COVID-19 teleworking scope, the STOPS model scope that included review from the Modal Development Office, as well as several mobility hub scopes for different areas of Miami-Dade County. The District Planning Office was also involved in management of grants to municipalities and universities. Some of these included funding to Monroe County for long and short-range planning, multiple grants to the University of Miami for bike-safe and walk-safe educational programs, and funding to the City of Sweetwater for a planning study. Several district partners were involved with this effort, including the Director of Transportation Development, the Professional Service Unit, Financial Services, Work Program, Production, Local Agency Program, and legal offices who all participated in these collaborations. As you can see, we accomplished a lot together over the past year. The District Planning Office wants to give a big thank you to our partners for helping us deliver on all we were able to achieve. We look forward to continued collaboration with you this year so that come next year, we'll have even more accomplishments to celebrate. Hoping next time it will be in person with all the food we missed out on this year. And as a final reminder, always remember, put it down. It can wait.